Hi, Maria here from My Art Pixie, and today I'm going to share with you some mixed media on canvas, which I don't think I have shared on this channel before, so I'm excited to show you something new. So I have created several pieces of mixed media on canvas over the years, but I don't think that I've ever shared it on my channel before. So I thought that it might be fun to do that for a change. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get a little nervous when I am putting my work out there. I don't know how it's going to be received, or if people are gonna like it or not like it, and that kind of thing. I suppose I'm not the only artist who kind of goes through this battle, but I always tell myself to move forward in fear. Even when it's uncomfortable and you're not quite sure how the outcome is going to be, to just continue to press forward and put yourself out there as an artist. So I'm focusing on a series of paintings that all have to do with barns. I'm sure you have seen me illustrate and draw barns in the past, but these are going to be sold. So I'm excited to get these done. So let's go ahead and jump into the process. What I typically do is cover the back completely with one or two colors. It's usually a mix of colors, to be honest with you. Here I am using a dark blue, and then I add chalk paint later. I use a lot of chalk paint in my mixed media pieces. I just really like the matte look that it gives each piece. I also use acrylic paint. My favorite is Liquitex. However, I do have some Artist Loft paint from Michaels that I use as well. Sometimes I'll use acrylic inks as well. I didn't do that in this piece. However, I like to add those and other markers and mixed media crayons and things whenever I'm doing my mixed media. But this piece overall is a mix of acrylic paint and chalk paint. So whenever you mix two or more mediums together, that is mixed media, because you are mixing different mediums together in one piece. And I like to do this typically on canvas, but I have done it in my mixed media journals as well, which if you're interested, I'll link those videos here above. I also use a few paint brushes along with palette knives. Palette knives are one of my favorite tools to use when I do lay out my mixed media. I love the texture that it brings to the piece. I also love how the colors blend together nicely, but also you can see the color underneath, which is one of my favorite parts about just playing around with the different mediums and letting those colors come through from the back and then overlaying them with another color on top. So believe it or not, I didn't have a plan going into this. I wish I was better at that, and that's actually something that I'm personally trying to improve on. But sometimes I'll start a piece and I'm not quite sure how the barn is going to turn out or how those flowers are going to turn out. I'm trying to get better at that. I do look at photos. Typically, I'll look at photos like on Pinterest and get some inspiration and get some ideas. But as far as the colors go, that is all coming from my imagination. I knew that I wanted some dark blues in it. The purple kind of came later. The ochre and the yellow, definitely you'll see that later in the painting. But all of the colors just kind of came, I guess, from my imagination. I didn't plan on any particular colors. Once I have, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 colors, I tend to kind of stick with those. Once in a while, I'll slap a surprise color in there as well, but it just kind of depends. I was thinking about why I haven't shared one of these paintings on my channel before, and I really think it comes down to the time that it takes to paint one of these pieces. So this probably took me several hours, but of course I am clipping all of the videos down so that you get to see it in a very quick pace, speeding up some of the video, but also, clipping some of the videos so that you're only seeing the painting done, within, 10 or 15 minutes. Whereas it really does take a lot longer. There are parts of it that I want to add the detail towards the end and things like that. And so I think that's why I typically haven't shared these on YouTube yet. But let me know in the comments below if this is something that you find interesting. Maybe you want to know a little bit more about the process or something. Let me know. I'd love to share that with you. So I'm going to let some music play now, and you can sit back and enjoy the process. Again, if you have any specific questions about my techniques or the process in which I approach a painting, I would love to answer your questions. So just let me know in the comments below. thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below if this is something that you're interested in. I would love to share more, especially as I'm starting to fill up this local shop with some of my pieces. I always just feel like I need to allow my art to be seen and shared with others, and then we'll see what happens. But don't you just love this mixed media feel? Lots of different things going on. If you have any questions or want to know my process and any details, I would love to share that with you. Just let me know. And until next time, bye!